I'm Megan.
And I'm JK.
From meganandjk.com, the place for people who want to run a business and raise a family. We would like to wish you happy Valentine's Day. Today we would like to share our tip for coming up with creative date night ideas. And make sure you stay to the end of the video because we're also going to tell you what you can do if you can't afford a babysitter on a regular basis. But first, why are date nights so important? Well, not only do they help you as a couple, but they also can just create the foundation for your family and make sure that it's a positive one. But let us tell you why we committed to weekly date nights all of last year.
It all started when we were listening to a speaker about 18 months ago, and he'd said that you can tell a lot about a person by looking at their bank statements and their calendar. And at that point, we realized we didn't spend near enough time, money, or energy building into our marriage and dating each other.
It was easy for us to find time in our schedule, but what was harder for us to justify was the financial side of it. How could we be spending money every single week on date nights? Well, when we actually took a look at it, we realized that building into our relationship and our marriage is actually better for us in the long run. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than divorce, for one thing. Plus, with our date night ideas, a lot of them were low cost, meaning 10 or under, and a lot of things we did were free as well.
So the method we used to come up with good ideas regularly was called alphabet dates.
Here's how it works. You pick the first letter in the alphabet and come up with a date that starts with that letter, and then you go to the next letter in the alphabet, and so on and so forth.
So I had letter A and planned a date around things that start with the letter A. Megan had B and followed suit.
And then it would go back to JK for C, which he would probably plan something based around cheeseburgers. Not only did this help us come up with interesting and low-cost dates throughout the entire year, but it actually kept us motivated to stick to our date night schedule. Because we would alternate planning, it made it easier and the pressure wasn't just on one person or the other. Plus, it kept us accountable because our friends would always ask us what letter we were on. So let us tell you about some of our favorite dates.
For our G date, we ended up hitting golf balls and going to Grater's to get ice cream. That date totaled about under $10 for the both of us.
I planned the L date, which was kayaking on a local lake. We tried to go out to dinner afterwards. It didn't really work out, so we just went home and had leftovers, which also starts with L.
For P, we ended up creating a painting on a canvas we have, which now hangs in our bedroom.
We also attempted to do some Bob Ross artwork, and it did not go well.
No.
For our J date, we just had a picnic lunch in the Jeep and watch one of our favorite movies on our phone. The possibilities really are endless, and again, it makes it so much easier to come up with a date when you are limited to the parameters of just one letter than just coming up with a random, creative, fun, inexpensive date night every single week. We have a couple of ideas for you to help you get started, especially with some of the trickier letters. So take a screenshot on your phone and save it for your next date night when you're struggling with ideas.
So what do you do about childcare? We lucked out. Both of our parents live in town and they love watching their first grandchild. So it's super convenient and free, which is awesome. However, what do you do if you don't have family in town? Another method we used, because our parents weren't available every week, we connected with some friends of ours who also wanted to start doing regular date nights, and we'd alternate childcare. We'd watch their son while they went out, and then we'd switch and they'd watch ours while we went out.
If you can't commit to going on dates on a weekly basis, at least try every other week or start with once a month. We promise you're going to love it. Now we want to hear from you.
What's your biggest struggle with committing to weekly or regular date nights? We'd love to hear about it in the comments.
Right down below. Also, if you haven't already, hop on over to meganandjk.com and make sure you subscribe for our newsletters. Not only can you get an awesome downloadable that we created called How to Keep Your Sense of Self and Sanity as a Stay-at-Home Parent, but you get access to our weekly videos created especially for people who want to grow their business or just enrich their life. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you know who is married and needs to spend more time with their spouse. Thanks so much for watching and happy Valentine's Day!